morning, you guys. It is so early. It's 6:18 a.m. As you can tell from the title of this video, we're gonna do a little full day of eating, spend the day with me. I did put a Q&A on my story because I do get a ton of freaking questions about like my diet, routine, all that. So I just did a Q&A to get some specific questions that I could answer throughout the day. And I thought I would just take you throughout the day with me. I don't know, I'm excited. So first things first, pre-workout snack. I am dressed for the gym, so as soon as I finish this, I'm gonna go to the gym. 2 hard-boiled eggs with dill mustard from Trader Joe's. You guys know the drill. I'm not even gonna try and act like you guys are new here because I already know you know. It is sold out and it is seasonal, the Trader Joe's dill mustard. So unfortunately, you can't get it. But next May, I believe is when it comes back. I asked the store manager. Sipping on Dew Strawberry Watermelon Bloom Energy. You guys know I'm an Alani girl, but if we're being honest, there is not one person on this planet that only consumes products from one supplement company. So, one thing I really do like about this Bloom Energy is that it only has, I don't want to say only because it's still a lot, 180 milligrams per can instead of 200 like Alani. So I can maybe have 2 today without it being a little crazy. And then I have my pre-workout drink, which is creatine, my most favorite supplement in the entire world. And then my non-stim pre-workout. So there's caffeine in this, and then there's no caffeine in this. I like a stim-free one because I don't want to consume extra caffeine just because I'm already drinking my energy drinks, and I try to stay under like 400 milligrams a day. Doesn't always happen, but I do still like to get like the feeling of a pump and like that little tinkly feeling. So that is why I still do take a stim-free pre-workout. I believe that's it. I'm gonna finish this and then we're gonna go to the gym. We're hitting legs today. I'll take you a little bit through the workout and then we will get on with our full day eating. Okay, I'll see you there. Okay, we just got done at the gym. I did a shorter workout today just because Mitch and I have kind of a busy morning. The sunrise was so freaking gorgeous this morning. I guess that's it. We're just gonna go home, have breakfast. Mitch potentially might be getting his oil changed soon, so we kind of gotta get things going because we're also getting our nightstands finally delivered today. I ordered them like probably a month and a half ago.
At least.
Yeah, so we're gonna finally have nightstands after like, I swear 2 years, and I'm very excited. So I'll show you those when those arrive, and yeah, we'll see you at home. Say hello.
Hello. Okay.
Okay, I need to desperately go right now because I need to get Mitch to his oil appointment, his oil change, and then I need to drop him at work. but we have, like I said, the furniture people coming between 8 and 12, so I just need to be back at the house. But I'm gonna show you what I made, and then I think I'm gonna just stick it in the fridge, come back and eat it because Mitch is waiting for me. Okay, so basically, oh God, can you even see? Hold on, let me show you. Also, yes, I am filming for TikTok again, so we're doing a little double whammy. Okay, so what we have here is 3 tablespoons of PB Fit mixed with 2 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons of chia, and then I actually, one second. I threw in 1 little container of the ratio protein. I love this stuff so much. So that's what the base is, and then I did 1 full banana, which I believe is 85 grams, and then I did about 50 grams of blueberry and 60 grams of raspberries. Let me double check the calorie amount once I get home, but this has been my obsession, and I wanna say this bowl has like 17, 18 grams of fiber. So, you guys know I'm really trying to get my fiber intake up just because it's been slacking so bad. But when I get home, I will share the macro breakdown of this bowl. Okay, I will see you soon. Love you. Okay, guys, I'm in the car. I really need to get a freaking camera mount for this car, so it's probably gonna be a little shaky, but I'm on my way to drop Mitch off. He's actually in front of me at the dealership, get his car all fixed up. Not fixed up, we're just getting an oil change. But I thought I would try and answer a couple questions maybe. Oh God. Okay, this man literally was running down the sidewalk. He does not have the green light to go. He literally pulls a U-ey on the sidewalk, but is like in the middle of the road instead of just turning around at the edge of the sidewalk before the road starts. Anyway, I thought I would answer a few questions even though I really can't look at you, so hopefully this is good. One question that I've been getting a ton of is like, how did I lean out? How did I cut? How did I like lock in? And like basically my transformation video, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, well, go to my Instagram page at Marissa McNamara. There are a few things to take into account. One, I was just simply not locked in. Like workouts I was just moving to move, kind of, if that makes sense. Like I wasn't training with purpose. I wasn't training with intensity. I was just hitting exercises and calling it a day. I know you guys know what I'm talking about, like, and I still have some workouts like that, but I really, really, really do push myself hard in the gym. Like that is one thing I've changed a lot. But with that being said, like a lot of you are like, oh, how do I get abs? A lot of getting ab definition comes from like what you consume and what you are eating in the kitchen in your diet. With that being said, I would say the biggest thing that I changed is not eating so late at night. Like Mitch and I are foodies. We love food. We're bored, go out to eat. We're bored, let's cook something. We're bored, like let's watch a movie and make popcorn and eat. Like in men, being able to consume a decent amount of calories more than me, well Mitch, I would like keep up with him. So we would have downtime after dinner and just go chill on the couch and watch movies and catch up on like shows we're watching. And he'd be like, oh, let's eat this, this, and this. And I'd be like, okay, let's eat it. So I would eat it with him. And then in turn, I'm consuming, you know, probably 2,500 plus calories, which may not be a lot for you, but like for me and what I know my body requires, that is like a slightly excess amount of calories than what I'm burning. I don't want to make it sound like I don't eat like non-nutritious food. I eat Taco Bell all the time, not all the time, but like at least once a week. But instead of having 3-4 spicy soft potato tacos, sweet potato tacos or whatever, I'll have 1. Like everything in moderation. Like moderation is like huge to me. If I were to not have Taco Bell for 3 months, I know for a fact the next time I saw Taco Bell, I would have 10 spicy sweet potato tacos. Do you know what I'm saying? So allowing myself to still have the things I crave, but in moderation. So when I do see that food or that like junk food, if you will, I'm not like, oh my God, Oreos, I haven't had an Oreo in like 6 months, and then eat a whole box of Oreos, because I will do something like that. I just know I will react to food like that. So everything in moderation. I do have a little sweet treat at the end of the night, usually most nights. Again, 1 serving, if that, and call it a day. So what else was I gonna say? Yeah, so basically I just really locked in, ate things more in moderation. Even like, I still eat a lot of, not a lot, but I still eat processed foods, don't get me wrong. Oh yeah, I also have been just consuming and being really mindful about the types of foods I'm putting in my body and for me, it is difficult to not consume any processed foods, but I will say I've done a really, really good job of like reducing that amount. So like I would have like protein bars and crackers and like beef jerky, and like none of that is bad food. It's just more processed. And so if it fits your macros, great, but I have been trying to find foods that are like more whole type foods that fit my macros. So you'll be able to see throughout my full day eating that like I just try to reduce the processed amount of foods that I put in my body. Not saying that you need to or that you should cut them out completely, because in my opinion, that's not sustainable. I'm never going to be able to live a life without removing completely processed foods. I like to create a lifestyle that's very sustainable and like realistic. So that's why I don't really like the whole idea of like cutting out sugars entirely or cutting out processed foods or cutting out entire food groups, because I know for me, like I won't be able to create a long-term habit with that if, again, it's not realistic. Okay. I couldn't really give you a definite answer as to like how I was able to lean out, but like that's kind of where I'm at. And that's kind of like my philosophy, I guess, on the whole thing. But we are here. Well, we're about to be here in like 20 seconds. So I'm gonna go, and then I'll see you at home, and we can chit chat some more, and we can eat my little, I call it my Super Bowl, but like my yogurt, PB Fit, chia seed, and fruit concoction. I just got back. Perfect timing, because as I was dropping Mitch off at work, I got a phone call from the delivery people that they're gonna be here. But I thought we would go over, I'm gonna eat my bowl. Well, I'm gonna eat until they get here. It's 9 a.m. so I think it's been about 30 minutes since I made this bowl. I wanted to break down the macros for you so you guys knew. So this bowl, 499 calories, 41 protein. We love that post-workout. 60 carbs. Carbs are your friend. Do not be afraid of carbs. And then 14 fat and 17 grams of fiber, all before noon, period. Okay, I'm gonna eat this, and then I will show you the bedside tables when they get here. In case you're wondering, Chicken is being a very bad girl. I was jumping all over that man. So she's in her crate for right now. I'm dead. Okay, they literally just left. I think they were here for maybe 5 minutes, but these are the dressers. Cute. I love these. I'm gonna push them closer to the bed, but we finally have bedside tables. They look so good. We did have to get the smaller ones just because, like, clearly you can see there's not a lot of space next to our beds, but I absolutely love them. Hello, you guys. I just sat down with, let me just show you. Okay, so I've been obsessed with peanut butter lately, so I made a piece of sourdough with blueberries and honey and peanut butter, and then I'm having my greens, bloom greens, and I'm still taking and testing colostrum and collagen peptides. It's about 11 o'clock. I just get really hungry between like 8:30 and 11, but I like don't want to have a full-blown lunch at 11 a.m., you know? So I usually just have like a little bit of a snack in between. Still kind of feeling out colostrum and collagen peptides. It says it promotes gut health, immune support, hair, skin, and nails. But yeah, I don't really have a review yet for you. I've had no negative side effects yet, so that's a plus. And then greens. Neither of these are really supplements that I think are necessary, but if you are someone who is lacking, you know, if you're not eating a whole well-rounded diet and you don't have those types of micronutrients, this is something you could supplement with if you want. So I have it in my cute little glass. But before I eat, I just want to talk to you guys about tracking food and using a scale. So I did get a question about like whether I use a scale, whether I track my food, and like whether I think tracking is good or bad. Personally, I don't think tracking is bad at all by any means. If you want to make goals in the gym and make progress, a scale is very, very, very useful. Yes, you can intuitively eat. Yes, you can fuel your body and just like eat when your body tells you to, but sticking to like a very specific calorie intake, I guess, and tracking all your foods, you will be able to just stay on track a little bit better, in my opinion. I think everyone should track food to begin with. I don't track as much anymore just because I feel like I have a very obsessive personality. So if I miss a day of tracking, I would get extremely stressed out. I would always be checking and like inputting foods. That's very toxic. Do not recommend. If you are like me, I would not track, but I would get a good idea of what you're putting into your body in general. So that could look like tracking 3 times a week. So choosing like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, just to kind of see where you're landing, because you need to know where you start. I would say it's very difficult to wake up one day and be like, I'm gonna start like my cut, and you have no idea how many calories you're eating. You have no idea like how much protein you're hitting, like you know nothing. So I think tracking is very good in that sense, that like it gives you a very good idea of what exactly you're putting into your body. And as you become more like skilled and like can eyeball food, so like a piece of sourdough, I probably put 7 grams of honey. By the way, this is not super accurate. 1.5 tablespoons of peanut butter, 45 grams of blueberries. I can kind of like eyeball things now. Like when it comes to meat, if I see like a piece of chicken, I'm like, okay, that's probably 6 ounces. If I see a bowl of ground beef, I can kind of guesstimate. Again, I would not suggest guesstimating at the beginning of your fitness journey, just because if you're severely off, you will not see any progress, because maybe you're eating 500 plus more calories than you thought you were. So I hope that makes sense. Tracking, I think, is a very good tool, but just that fine line between like making sure it's not a toxic relationship and making sure that you're using it as a tool to guide you through your journey and not becoming obsessive, because as soon as it becomes obsessive and that control kind of starts to take over from personal experience, that's when like shit just goes downhill. Like it's fine in the moment, but like once you stop, like you just see these obsessive patterns, you don't want to go out to eat, you don't like, it becomes a lot. And like my main goal is to make this whole fitness journey like as sustainable and long-term as possible. So I want to make it a lifestyle. Like I want to not be like, this is a chore, I'm being like held captive by this calorie tracking app. Does that make sense? Okay, I need to finish eating this, and then I'm gonna go to Home Depot and World Market to get lamps and mums for our front porch, and then I'm like basically just decorating my entire house. I will talk to you guys later. I just got back from Kirkland and Home Goods. Didn't find everything that I wanted because I wanted to get like plastic pumpkins to put on the mantle, but that's okay, we're gonna make do. I got these 2 really cute lamps for our new bedside tables. What do we think? What do we think? Okay, and I also have to tell you the funniest story. So I'm in the parking lot like this, literally like this, with a crossbody bag on, okay? So I'm standing like this. Let me just reenact it. I'm in the parking lot, and a guy is like walking away from his car, but his car is next to my car, but he's at the front of the cars, I'm at the back, and then he like goes, oh man, you dropped something. And I'm like thinking, okay, well, I'm holding lamps and I have a bag across my chest, like what could I have dropped? So I look and I see nothing. There's nothing on the ground. So then, take note, these are kind of heavy. So I'm like, oh, what? And he like jogs over, he's like, this. And it's literally one of those little silicone like bead plastic packs that helps things from like getting damp. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, where would that have fallen out of like a lamp? I'm like, oh, and he like goes and runs and picks it up. And he goes, yeah, here you go. He's like reaching out to me like this. And I'm standing there like, oh, thank you. He goes, yeah, no problem. And I'm like, and I kid you not, he goes, hold on. This is the little silicone packet. He goes, here you go. And tosses it, and it falls through the lamp and lands at my feet. And he was being so sweet. It was just like he didn't know what to do, because like literally my hands are full. So he tossed it to me and we both looked down. I'm like, oh, thank you so much, like I'll just get it, I'll just like put these in my car and get it. And he's like, okay. And he like turns around, and then he comes back and he's like, actually, here, let me just throw that away for you. I'm like, thanks. It was so funny. I'm like, it was just a hilarious interaction. And then let me take you out to my car to show you what I got from Home Depot. So nothing crazy, I just got a ton of pumpkins to put on the front porch, and then also these flowers. So I'm excited. All right, I just made lunch. Just also got back from the stores that I was at. I'm not gonna show you guys that because I'm just doing that in a whole different video, but here's lunch. This is what I've been eating every single day for probably almost 2 months now. It's sweet potato, beef, ground beef, and avocado with mustard on top. I think I did 200 grams of sweet potato, 185 grams of ground beef, and then like half an avocado, which I think comes out to like 50, 60 grams of avocado. One question I do get a lot is, does my avocado brown? No. I mean, like it does. Here, I'll show you it. This is after I've microwaved it. Can you see that? There's a lot of mustard on it. Like, yes, it does brown, but just because an avocado is brown doesn't mean it's bad. But 2, this is day 4 or 5 of meal prep, and that's how brown it is. It's sealed pretty well in there, and honestly, like, I don't have an issue with it. If you want to make this dish, but you don't want your avocado to brown, 1, don't put the avocado in until you're ready to eat. 2, you could put like a lime juice on it or like lemon juice to help prevent it from doing that. But also avocado being in the fridge, I think pauses its, whatever that word is, like its ripeningness. That sounded so stupid. Avocados will last longer in the refrigerator versus your pantry. So because it's sealed so nicely, but also in the refrigerator, it doesn't really turn that brown. So I hope that answers your question. Okay, I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna sip on a little bit of it, energy drink, and then get going with work. So, love you guys. You guys, I am so stressed. It's about 4:15 and I just made a little snack. It's basically this buffalo dip. The macros are insane. So I use 4 ounces of chicken. You can use canned, you can use any type. I use canned from Costco. And then I do half a cup of cottage cheese and then 2 tablespoons of Frank's Red Hot, a dash of ranch seasoning, and then I top it with some fat-free cheese. Let me just show you or tell you what the macros are. And then I'm gonna show you the lamps in my bedroom because I'm just not sure how I feel about them. But the buffalo dip macros are 222 calories, about 45 grams of protein, 4 carbs, and like 4 fat. Those macros are insane. And then I'm eating them with these chips from Costco, the fall leaf corn tortilla chips. Look how cute they are. Are you joking me? So typically now my mouth full. I meal prep this and then I put them in the fridge and I just heat it up in the microwave when ready, but I just made this on the go because I ran out and I ate them all. But I'm gonna eat this and then we can go look at my nightstands. Ignore the mess, but look how good. Also, those are brand new. I swear I don't have slippers on the table. I'm giving them to my mom. So I'm stressed because I liked the lamps. My mom, on the other hand, like made fun of them. So now I'm like, are they ugly? Are they cute? Please let me know. Ignore the alarm clock, but this is the lamp. Does it look funny? And these are the bedside tables. Like, do we hate it? Does it need a smaller top? Like, please help me. Please. Look who I just picked up. Okay, so as you know, we had to take Mitch to get his oil change. Seatbelts, please. So another question I get is like, do I do cardio? What do I do for cardio? What's my workout split? So cardio, I really just aim to get 10,000 steps a day or walk for a total of 30 minutes. That 30 minutes doesn't need to all be in one sitting. Sometimes I warm up for 10 to 15 minutes on the treadmill. I'll kind of keep note of that, and then maybe in the evening I'll walk for another 10 to 15 minutes. Nothing crazy. I'm not like sprinting. We're not doing anything really high intensity. It's literally just a walk, just so I'm not so sedentary. And then I was running maybe once a week, like 2 miles, but then my Achilles started acting up, so we're not doing that anymore. And then in terms of my workout split, it really varies. It really depends on how I'm feeling and how my recovery is, but I will aim to work out 5 days a week, give or take. Again, if energy levels are low, if motivation's low, like I give myself grace and I'll work out less. But 5 days a week. So Monday typically is leg day, Tuesday is push, Wednesday's pull, Thursday a leg day, and then Friday a full upper body day. I am an active person, so if I have the energy, I will go work out on a 6th day. I'm not doing anything super duper crazy just because I do like to have, give my body rest. But maybe I'll hit like a full body workout with Mitch, or I'll follow one of Mitch's workouts that he'll take me through. So yeah, that's kind of like what my workout split and cardio looks like right now. I literally just got back from picking up or dropping Mitch off to go pick up his car, and I made dinner. It's 6:02. Can you even see the clock? 6:02. About to eat this salad. Basically, I did a salad kit with chicken, cottage cheese, and yeah, it's the usual. I guess I don't really have anything else to say. I tried to go back and look for another question. It's not even funny. I'm sitting in my kitchen by myself. I don't even know where Mitch is, but I got so distracted on my phone. But I did a Q&A to answer some questions, and the 24-hour stories expire after 24 hours. So I just turned on replies for my broadcast, and a ton of girls, not a ton, but like a bunch of you were just saying stuff and I haven't had time to read through, so maybe there are some questions. Hi, do you track your workouts, and do you have an app or do you use notebooks? So in terms of workouts, I feel like because I've been training for so long and I know what I enjoy and what I don't enjoy, I can kind of like whip up a workout. I don't do a shit ton of different exercises. Each workout will literally consist of probably the same 5 to 8 exercises, just rearranged on what I'm specifically targeting that day. And I will just increase reps or increase weight or add time to the eccentric of the movement, or lots of different ways to implement progressive overload. But I don't really track. I really should probably track like my weights and all that, but this summer has been so crazy. I honestly I just haven't had time. So I just make sure to go into the gym each day with intensity and just get my heart rate up. But this winter we are locking in. Let's see. How long did it take you to have a 6-pack? Okay, so I feel like this isn't there is no straight up answer. So my before video that everyone has seen, that was from like a year ago. That was not me as a beginner. So the last year was not me learning how to lift, past year, and then me now. I have been working out and lifting for probably 5-6 years. And I have had lots of lower weight times and lots of higher weight times. I've bulked, I've tried cutting, I've fallen off, I've been a cardio queen. I've gone through all those stages. So I don't want you to think that 1 year ago that transformation was me starting as a beginner. Although you can achieve abs quite quickly, I don't want to say quickly, but depending on how strict you are with your diet, how you work out, and how consistent you are, you could probably attain abs. There's no straight answer to that question. Okay, so I feel like I'm just gonna leave it at that, but just shedding body fat, you will see ab definition. But you also have to be building muscle to even show anything. What camera do I use for vlogging on YouTube? I use a Sony ZV-E1, and then I use a, what lens is this? A Sony 16 to 35 millimeter. I think that's what it is. Regardless, it is linked in my Amazon storefront. You can find it there easily. Someone asked what my hair care routine is. I just do my best to not put heat on it, and I do put a bonnet on at night, except half the time I wake up and it's off my head. But I really try. I do hair oil to keep the ends from getting dry. They still get dry. But yeah, honestly, just trying to keep heat off as much as possible. Okay, I'm gonna answer one more fitness related question, and then I'm gonna finish my food and make dessert in a little bit. So, last question. How do you stay motivated and consistent? There are days, do not get me wrong, where I do not want to be in the gym. I do not want to be working out. I want to just be eating all the junk food ever. I don't know, usually it's around my period, so that makes sense. But honestly, I feel like if I didn't have Mitch or a workout buddy or partner, I wouldn't go as often as I do. So some mornings he doesn't want to go and I'm like, babe, we gotta, even if I don't want to go but I hear that he doesn't want to go, it pushes me to be no, we're better than this. We gotta lock in, we gotta go. But some mornings he's up and at him and I'm just let's skip the gym. And he's no, we can't skip the gym. So having a workout buddy helps a lot. Also, getting a new gym fit. I know this sounds so stupid, but I feel if I look good in the gym and outside, I'll feel good on the inside and I'll be more motivated to hit the gym. If I'm wearing cute outfits, you know what I mean? It's kind of when you're gonna go, I never want to go to a party if I don't have anything to wear. You know what I'm saying? But if I have a cute gym fit, I'm oh, I'm gonna get my ass to the gym. I'm gonna look cute as hell in front of everyone and I'm gonna get this lit. So
That's a really good analogy.
Exactly. He gets it now. Let's see. What else keeps me motivated? Honestly, just looking back at progress photos and taking progress photos. So so you can see where you started, because it's so hard to like look in the mirror after 6 months, 3 months and be like, yeah, I can see progress. Cause you probably won't be able to, but if you put like, what I did was I wore a bathing suit maybe a year and a half ago, and I had taken a selfie in it, and I was just scrolling through my photos, and I was trying on that same swimsuit for a summer vacation this summer, and I was like, holy shit, this was me like a year and a half ago. And I put the two pictures side by side, and I was like, that is insane. Cause like looking every day in the mirror, I'm like no progress. Like it's hard to see when you see yourself every day. So take progress photos. That's gonna be the last question I answer, because I'm really hungry, and the more I talk, the less I eat. So I will see you guys later for dessert. I've been sitting here all day, so I actually went to the gym to walk and edit my workout for tonight that I'm gonna post. And Mitch wants to say hi. Come on in.
No, I'm good.
But I am finishing off the night with some Drizzlicious. I don't know if you guys have had it before, but if you haven't, you need to go buy this right now. This is the best snack in the entire world. Cinnamon is my favorite, but then French toast is really good, and so is birthday cake. S'mores, not so much, but you need to try it if you haven't yet. I guess there's a pumpkin flavor too, a pumpkin spice that I absolutely need to try. It's $8.25. We are gonna try and just like, I'm gonna shower, go to bed. We have been getting terrible sleep lately. So I think we're gonna call it there and just wind down and get off our screens. But I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for spending the day with me, and I will talk to you next time.